Ladies and gentlemen, boys and sandwich makers, my name is Pwn. How are you guys doing on this fine afternoon? I've got some patch notes. So today, guys, I want to talk to you guys about something. This isn't something I normally do, talk about patch notes and stuff like that, or at least I haven't done it in a long time. And if you guys would like to hear more of these things more consistently, let me know in the comment section below. Say, Pwn, I love when you tell me about things like this and that. Sing to me. And I'll be like, okay, I guess I can do that, why not? So today we're going to be talking about some Battlefield 4 weapon tweaks. We're going to be talking about what they're doing to DMR shotguns and the one specific carbine, the MTAR, is getting nerfed. We're also going to be talking about more general things involving snipers and accuracy. The accuracy bug that I mentioned in a couple of videos back. So without further ado, let's hop right in. Now it's been kind of controversial. There's been a very mixed batch of people when it comes down to DMR. Some people are like, no, leave them how they are. They're meant to be used at medium range. Keep them how they are. Skilled players can use them. That's how it should be. And I'm in that same area. I'm one of the ones that do not think that DMRs need to be patched and buffed the way they are being buffed. Now, the DMRs are getting increased damage across all ranges. Specifically, the damage has been increased at long ranges for 3-hit kills to be a thing now. So, they're getting buffs. Maybe not that significant of a buff, but it should be enough that they're going to be a little bit stronger. I think if it gets to the realm where they're a 2-shot kill, it's going to ruin the game. I don't think they'll do that. I think they're smart enough not to do that. But as it is right now, they're also reducing the penalty to accuracy for sustained fire, meaning it's going to be a little bit more easier to use and stabilize and be more accurate with them now. So not only are they going to be easier to kill people at medium and long range, and you can sustain that accuracy and recoil and everything like that, but it's also going to be able to kill a little bit faster. So they have a major buff to the DMRs. So that's something that's going to be unique. You're going to have a lot of rapid follow-up shots, including close range. Every range is being affected by this patch, and they're all going to become stronger. I'm against that. I think they could have just done with the accuracy, the sustain. They could have just done that patch. I don't think the damage was necessary. I don't think both were necessary together. I think one or the other should have been used first, and if they think it needs a little bit more tweaking, implement the other later. I think this is going to be kind of a complaint for a lot of people. A lot of people are already pissed off at getting killed by DMR spam, as is. Making them stronger may not be the wisest decision. Now, the one I'm excited for is pump-action shotguns are finally getting the buff they need. Knowing that the QBS and the DBV-12 are some of the most overpowered weapons in the game, and I say overpowered for one reason. Their damage is up there. They're spammable, but lots of guns, like the RFB, for example, DMRs are spammable. What makes them overpowered to me is the fact that you don't even have to bother ADSing with these things either. You can just spray with them. So they require very little skill whatsoever, but are very, very capable of getting consistent kills. And I don't like that. So what they're doing to kind of level the field for shotguns is they're increasing the accuracy of pump-action shotguns. We're talking the 870, the Hawk, the SPAS, and the UTS. I'm especially excited for the UTS to be buffed, because all that ammo, all the potential, now it's going to have a nice purpose. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be moving up the accuracy while on the move and aiming. And they're specifically saying it's about to be double the accuracy when aiming, so it's going to make slugs a little bit more important. Everything is going to be buffed with this, but added accuracy for pump actions is going to make these things a little bit more dangerous with a little bit better range now than the QBS. So that's how they're doing it. Something like the QBS is still going to dominate in close quarters, and is still going to be spammable, but the pump actions are going to be a little bit more deadly with a little bit more range involved. Now, the only carbine kind of fluctuation is the nerf to the MTAR. They're just cutting down the long-range damage of it. That's about it. Nothing else to it. I can understand it. Now, in general, this is the bug that I talked about a couple weeks ago. Actually, no, I think it was only about a week ago. One of the biggest tips that I give people playing any FPS is one thing to teach yourself to play and to have yourself become a better player in close quarters is to start shooting and then start to aim down sight. Now, I say this for a couple different reasons. One of which, when you shoot, you intimidate the other person. They get the first shot off, they think they're going to die, they're going to scramble, they're going to be inaccurate, they're not going to know what they're going to do. On top of that, while you are firing before you aim down sight, you may get lucky and hit a bullet or two, and you may be fighting the guy at half health if that Hipfire does in fact go, luckily, your way. Then, when you tighten it up with the ADS, then you have your shot centered, and you're able to take the guy out. Most people teach themselves to aim, then shoot. Aim, then shoot. And that's what you do with medium and long range. In close quarters, you need to teach yourself how to do the opposite, and you're going to see a major growth in your kill-death ratio. It's just going to happen because you're going to see yourself perform at a lot better rate when you start to do that, because it's going to just mess up the other team. They're not going to know what to do. What is going on right now, as it currently stands in Battlefield, is if you are hip firing and you aim down sight without stopping your firing, you control and resume that hip fire accuracy. So that at that point, aiming down sight after hip firing, it doesn't make a difference. You're still going to have that same accuracy as if you were hip firing. You'll notice this a lot with LMGs if you've ever done it, because a lot of people like to spray with the LMGs and then tighten their spread when they want to. And that's a mistake. A lot of people see this happen and they've never understood, why are my bullets flying off over there? I hit Jupiter, holy shit. It's because of that bug. Now they're supposed to be getting rid of it. So now that if you start hip firing primarily, then aiming down sights, you're going to actually adopt that ADS accuracy. So that's something you need to keep into consideration when this patch does drop. Another thing, the heavy barrel's accuracy bonus now applies on the move. Before, it was just when you were standing still. But it's not too big a deal. It's not the heavy barrel of yesteryear, but it's still good to know that it now applies to something like being able to do it on the move. Now, last but not least, what looks to be a sniping buff. Now, I'm going to read it directly from the Battlefield blog to you guys. Synchronize the timing of the aim down sights animation of sniper rifles with their ability to fire with full accuracy. Players no longer need to wait for additional time after the aiming animation plays to get accurate shots. There's still a delay to achieve full accuracy, so quickscoping is still not possible. Let me tell you something real quick, ladies and gentlemen. This is a slight buff for sniper rifles. Saying quickscoping is not available obviously has not seen my show that I hold every Saturday called Aggressive Recon. Quickscoping may not be as quick as it is in Call of Duty, but it is still very, very possible. I do not think that they needed to do this, but I also think it doesn't impact the masses. It's not that big a deal. What it will be able to do is allow you to center your shot, get your shots off a little bit quicker, and I guess that, if anything, is the definition of quickscoping. So that's just where I stand on that. Let me know if you guys want to see more patch note videos like this in the future, things that are more educational from me. Be sure to smack that like button like it owes you money, baby. And I will catch you guys with another Battlefield video tomorrow. Subscribe for future stuff and all that stuff. Stay moist, guys.